Hi YouTube, and thank you for visiting my channel. This is Divine Resolution Tarot, and I am the Hi YouTube, my name is Chanel. Welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. I am the resident tarot reader for this YouTube channel, as well as for the Divine Resolution Tarot business that operates in Minnesota. If you'd like to book a reading with me, all of the information will be in the description box down below. There is a website link that you can just click on and you will be directed to my store. So this reading is intended for the sign of Sagittarius. It will go until January 3rd. Yeah, so all of December, a few days into January. This can resonate for you if you're a sun, moon, rising, or Venus. If you're watching for Sagittarius, this could feel like it's a message that's intended for you about your Sagittarius. So just take it how it resonates, because energies can change, okay? They can absolutely be vice versa. For everybody who's returning to my channel, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you again. And for everyone who is new, if you like what you see, feel free to click that subscribe button so you can find your way back to me. All right. I'm just doing the shuffle so I can take a look at the energies that are going on with your situation right now. Okay, bottom of the deck, moon in the reverse. Okay, so there's, oh wow, it looks like there's something this month, Sagittarius, that you're going to be finding out that either has you dropping a Pisces or really provides you with a lot of clarity. You may be reconciling with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra this month with this Three of Cups. Maybe at your birthday party. Happy birthday to all you Sagittariuses out there. But it's showing me that something that you thought was over may not be. Because it's almost like you are coming to light about someone in your life and you're seeing them for who they really are, or this is happening and they're seeing you for who you really are. This looks like there was an ending here. And it looks like to me, Sagittarius, that you turned your back on an air sign and gave attention to a water sign. This looks like it could have had multiple people involved at the same time. And I'm feeling as though the air sign moved on from you. That's what I'm seeing here. And it looks like there's some sort of reconciliation that's inspired by something that you found out that's giving you a new perspective. So let me just see what I can see. It looks like you might be changing, making some internal changes, which makes sense because last month you were kind of in this space of finally deciding who you wanted to make an offer to, and you were doing a lot of internal work is what it looked like. You know, with this Hierophant in the reverse, the Lovers, and the Three of Swords in the reverse, this is making me feel like there was a decision that needed to be made about love. But I feel like if any decision was made, it was never really finalized. It was very impulsive with this Seven of Wands. This is almost like a decision was being avoided. And then there was a confrontation where it was like, what are you doing? You know, you have to make a decision. And then I feel like with this Magician in the reverse and the Page of Swords in the reverse, this is completely the energy of like not even attempting to manifest anything. Like this to me is total withdrawal. So to me, it looks as though when this difficult discussion needed to happen, it triggered something that just made you disappear. Or it made the person you're dealing with disappear. So take it how it resonates. And if you're watching for Sagittarius, this could be what Sagittarius did to you. Because I feel like with this Hierophant and the Lovers, this is a very passionate relationship, but the commitment is not there. So my guess is with that Three of Swords in the reverse, when somebody's like, hey, where is this going? What are we doing? Somebody, this is like the ghosting energy, right? These cards right here. To me, this is kind of some it could be a sense of denial. But with the Nine of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles, you know, Sagittarius, you may have been in a space of feeling quite bad about the way you reacted to whatever this was that triggered you. And now with this Five of Pentacles, it looks as though you want to return. But with these two cards here of the Devil and the King of Pentacles in the reverse, now this could be that you're leaving a water sign to return to an air sign, because we have this card of reconciliation and something that seemed like it's over not being over. But it could also be, you know, that you're taking a look at why you've had these really flightal, non-committal tendencies. It's definitely not my intention to trigger anybody watching. But when this King of Pentacles comes up in the reverse, they're very unstable in the sense that they use poor judgment. They can be very impatient. This can kind of be that card of ulterior motives. And especially with this Devil in the reverse, I think that to me, with these cards all like this, I feel as though whatever this was with someone else. And I feel like because you didn't want to feel badly, you returned to this Queen of Cups. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. But I feel like in doing that, you realized that that's not what you want either. I feel like you can't come back to whoever this air sign is that we have coming up in the reverse. So let's see how this will play out for the month. Let's find out what you're thinking and feeling, Sagittarius. Also, with that Devil in the reverse and the King of Pentacles in the reverse, you may be taking a long look at the way that you operate. Because here now we have this King of Pentacles in the upright looking at this new love, right? Or this reconciliation. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like, you know, last month you all were taking a lot of time to really kind of think about what you have going on inside. And now I feel like you're taking a long look at how that has affected your relationships, okay? And what your insides are like doing to your external, right? Often how we feel about ourselves is how we treat other people. So with that King of Pentacles in the reverse, that's someone who doesn't value his own or her own time, right? That's somebody who doesn't value themselves. And so you may be realizing that due to your own kind of lack of self-worth, you haven't been valuing the relationships in your life that need your attention. All right, bottom of the deck for this Three of Pentacles now in the reverse, which that was in the upright when it seemed like there were multiple people involved in the situation. This Eight of Wands wants to come out, so it's talking about distance, but it's communication that's not happening. And this talks about, delays in a situation, things not moving forward. And that's what I'm seeing here. Whatever you're feeling, because you feel like you missed an opportunity for your true love is what it looks like. You know, and this is kind of the thing, is I've been saying this to you guys for the last few months because you've had so many options. But the thing about it is you weren't putting the work into the situation that you really wanted, right? And so if you're treating someone like an option and you're not willing to put the work in to really make the selection of who you want to build a life with, you know, it might be a little too late. And that's what I was saying to you guys last month and what I've been saying in the previous months. But everything does happen for a reason, okay? So don't despair. But you guys have been juggling, right? You're not trusting your intuition about where your heart lies, and you're running from a really great opportunity, something that could have been really good because you didn't want to make a choice. Last month you all chose, but it's a little bit late, right? It might not be though, you know, like I said, everything is about divine timing. So yeah, now that you've missed your opportunity, that's how you're feeling. You're kind of starting to see yourself for who you are and look at the things you've been doing and why you're getting the results you're getting. But I feel like you all are in a space of being very depressed, you know, because you feel like no matter how you work, nothing changes. No matter what you bring to the table, the results are always the same. So you're just feeling very stuck. You know, this is kind of an energy of depression. But the thing is, with this Knight of Cups in reverse, even if you feel rejected by your person, this is also a very manipulative energy. You know, this is the energy of the heartbreaker. This is the person that avoids commitment or they cheat, right? So like I kind of tell everybody that when I see something like this, if you don't make a change in your behavior, your results will always be the same, okay? And I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm just saying that's what I'm seeing here, okay? Situation is the Empress. Wow, we have the Empress and the Emperor coming out here. So, you have an opportunity to have what it is you want, right? Because you're feeling very, very stuck in a situation that's not moving forward. But what I notice is that it's not moving forward because it looks like this guy keeps running back to the past, right? The situation now is that you can move this forward. You have an opportunity to expand with someone and have a 10 of Pentacles life. This is somebody that you treated like an option, right? The hard part is, because that didn't change, the universe has come in and taken all of your options away, right? Now that chance for a commitment, you feel as though it's gone, right? There's their 10 of Swords. So, to me, you've been blocking out your blessings, okay? Because with this Magician and this Devil, you have to see, Sagittarius, are you running to situations that are toxic and running to things that you know are not going to work for you? Are you going back to situations that are deceptive, right? Are you going back to situations that you know will never get off the ground? Because the hard part is with this energy, this is like you're sabotaging yourself, okay? You're literally like trying to manifest toxicity into your life, and you're blocking the blessings that Spirit is trying to bring to you by constantly revisiting things that you should have released. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Holding on to things that are no longer in alignment with you or that you don't need anymore. And you know, this summer, you all had quite a tower moment. And I feel like you're headed for another one because you're not learning the lessons that were being shown to you, that if you don't release something on your own, the universe has a way of taking it from you in such a way that you have to rebuild all over again, right? You don't want to spend so much time grieving the past that you can't move forward, okay? Don't keep going back to things that are toxic for you, because the situation is that you have something, you know, an opportunity here that can bring you what you want, right? What it looks like to you is the Hermit in the reverse. So that's a really interesting card for how you're viewing it. You may be feeling, you know, and I'm kind of picking up on this mentality of like everything I do is wrong, nothing's never enough, nothing ever changes. So to you, you may be looking at this opportunity like if you go back to it, right, nothing's going to change. The thing is though, nothing changes until something changes. So what I'm seeing here, and it's again not my intention to trigger anyone, and if you're watching for a Sagittarius, this could be your message about your Sagittarius or however, right? If you're not changing because you keep running back to the past, this energy, this is kind of like you having a pity party and not realizing that you're putting yourself in the situations that you're in, right? You have to change for your environment to change. And like I said, if you're not getting with the program, that's that Tower moment. So there's some self-deception going on, right? Because we have this Ace of Swords in the reverse. This is that dark night of the soul energy. And that's kind of what I was saying, is that I'm really picking up on you feeling as though you've lost someone to the point that there will never be any kind of reconciliation between the two of you, right? I don't feel that way, because here's the thing. We have the Sun, we have Justice. I just think that this Queen of Swords, oh my goodness, this Queen of Swords is really tired of you running back and forth between whoever this is, because this is you revisiting the past and all these things that you hold on to that make you cry. So this person probably got really pissed off at you and cut you out of her life or his life, right? Because this is you sabotaging any progress that you could have. I'm not trying to come down on you guys, but I've been reading for you for a few months now, and I'm really starting to see a pattern of self-destruction. So what the situation looks like to you, Hermit in the reverse, you haven't learned your lessons, right? Maybe you feel like if you go back to someone or you try to do something new, you don't have what it takes to make it work. That's exactly what I was going to say, is that you need to go back to that Strength in the reverse, right? Because when your Hermit is in the reverse, we go to the card before it, which is Strength. So do you have tendencies to cheat on your partners? Do you have any kind of toxicity that you're not able to confront and deal with? You know, this Strength card talks a lot about really recognizing the conflict inside of us and finding a way to, it's almost like we have to confront this. You know, it's internal. We have to confront this head on. And there's such an energy of avoidance here, right? Because this is literally Sagittarius not looking at anything that needs to be fixed. So what needs to be fixed, right? Well, we have this, which it seems like you're very much out of alignment with yourselves right now, right? Hierophant in the reverse. Are you living a life that's in alignment with your values and your beliefs? You know, or are you the kind of person that just does what people think you should do, right? You've got some real indecision here about whether or not to commit to something or not to commit to something. And with this Knight of Wands running away from this Tower and leaving this Empress in the reverse, you know, do you start conflicts and then run away from them back to the past as soon as they need to be addressed, right? Because this is him running backwards. So every time you start to move forward, do you cause some big conflict because you're afraid of change? That's literally what this card talks about, right? It's like you sabotage your future so you can run back to what you know. But that's not making you happy either, right? Because you're not going to get what you want. No matter what work you put in, you're absolutely right. You're never going to see the fruits of your labor because you keep trying to resurrect something that is no longer for you. The universe is giving you something new, okay? All right, moving on. What it feels like to you is the Four of Cups in the reverse. So you feel as though you've been rejected, right? You may be, with this Nine of Swords, being very worried that someone will reject you. This energy is a little bit in your emotions because you feel as though you don't deserve whatever offer is coming in for you, right? So you might reject it out of fear that it won't work out. You know, to me, this is kind of a card of giving up before you try, based on what you've seen in the past, you know, or what those old hurts made you feel. Be very mindful about what you believe about yourself, right? Based on what you've seen. That's kind of that Strength card, that inner knowing. You know, I know who I am. I face my demons. I'm in a good place. Nobody can tell me about me, right? Tell me more about this Four of Cups, or what it feels like to Sagittarius. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow, okay, so you're realizing that you keep going back to the past, you can't move forward. But we got this Ten of Wands, and this is you lugging all your baggage, right? So it's like either you go back to the past or you move forward and you bring the past with you. And that's what's stopping you from having this reconciliation that you're worried won't happen, right? Because this person has cut you off. They've shut you out. You need to figure out with this 10 wands and this 9 wands, 9 of these wands need to go. Because you're not able to progress until you pick up the 1 wand and you know where you're going and what you want. And until then, this Queen of Pentacles is going to stay in the reverse, right? Because in the upright, this is somebody, if she's paying attention to you or he's paying attention to you, this is that person that's got their life together, right? They know what they want. They know what they're going or where they're going, and the things that they do manifest. You know, this is a very abundant person. I wouldn't be surprised if the situation is an opportunity to be with someone who's done the work, right, on themselves. Because that Empress is all of the queens combined. She's the Queen of Cups. She's the Queen of Pentacles. She's got the analytical mind. She's got the passion, the fire, the get up and go, right? So it looks like you've met, or you have an opportunity to meet somebody that has everything that you desire. You know, I think you may have to admit that you have behaved in a way that's a tad immature, because it looks like this person isn't paying you attention anymore, right? What you want to do is the Sun in the reverse. So why do you want to do the Sun in the reverse? Let me know. So this is, to me, I feel like this is easier in your mind to just ignore this than to run away, right? Let yourself out of whatever this is and move forward. But here's that Page of Wands we talked about, where you have to pick up that 1 wand, right? Like I said, I feel like there's a lot of avoidance with this situation. We have a lot of cards of avoidance, and we have a lot of cards of not being clear. Tell me about this Temperance in the reverse, please. So for this month, you know, what I have you doing, it's like you want to move things forward, right? But you're not really making any moves. You may even just be trying to watch someone to see what they do. You know, if they come back into your space, if you go back into their space. The work isn't really being done to heal the situation. The communication isn't happening, right? So this is kind of, like I said, the energy of the pity party, where it's like, man, I had everything I wanted. I screwed up. Now I'm just going to go lay down and die, right? Come on, guys. You've been through a lot in the last few months. You know, I know you're tired, but you deserve to be happy. Sometimes you gotta go after what you want, right? Whoa. All right. So there's something that you should be giving up on, right? Because it's not making you happy. It's time for you to really move into the future. And even though you're having a lot of internal conflict, because you're afraid, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being scared. What's wrong is if you stay in that feeling and you second guess everything, right? Because here this is that opportunity for happiness. And again, that's with that air sign that I've been telling you about. You know, or it could be an Aquarius, because to me, no, not Aquarius. What was I going to say? Nope, I'm a liar. Air sign that I was telling you about, for some reason, it could be a Libra too. That's what I was going to say in my mind. You have this opportunity, but are you sabotaging your own happiness? You know, you guys are staying in a space of being really unaligned with yourself. Temperance is your card. It's in the reverse. You're so conflicted that all the opportunities that you get, you're ending them before they get off the ground. Which brings me to the reason this is all happening, and what Spirit wants you to know is the 9 of Wands. And that's exactly it. It's like you're not willing to fight for what you want. This kind of looks like you're sabotaging your happiness. At the first sign of trouble, you scatter back to what you know, right? But what you know doesn't make you happy either. You know, it's time to grow. That's that Empress. You have an opportunity to expand, to do something new, right? But it's like you're doing everything you can to avoid it. 9 of Wands in reverse, please. All right, this is it. It's like you manifest something, okay? When it doesn't come right away, you just go back to the past. You just go back to what you know, right? In the meantime, this person over here has given up, right? You got an old person, you got a new person. The old person is a water sign because of these cards. I've been seeing this same water sign come up in your readings for months, and this person is always in the reverse, right? You've had just about every queen in your reading, but this one always comes out in the reverse. And you keep going back to this, no matter what new opportunity the universe presents to you, right? This queen got tired of waiting, tired of lies, and started to see things for what they are. She's turned her back, and now she's looking at something that's got some reciprocity and some honesty and integrity, right? She's ready for that. Got to stop putting work into things that are toxic. And you got to seize your happiness. This is literally what this is. You will turn down your own happiness, you know, because of whatever these ties are that you have to things in your life that, I mean, it's like you're working at your own unhappiness. This is a huge blockage here. When this 9 of Wands in the reverse comes out, Sagittarius, I'm just going to tell you like it is. This is someone being stubborn for no reason. This is someone fighting for something that's gone. Someone fighting a battle that's over. This is someone standing up for something that is just silly. And I'm not trying to trigger you or offend you. But this is also the energy of like taking a stand against something that you didn't need to. And even when you realize it, you'd rather live in self-deception because of your ego. Because you're trying to maintain control instead of just being like, wow, I kind of made a fool of myself and I'm really sorry. But in that moment, that's honestly what I believed. And now I see things different, right? This is being stubborn for no reason. This is being too stubborn to apologize if you're wrong. This is fighting a battle that's over, you know, just to get the last word. And in doing that, you're missing out on everything the universe is trying to give to you. Because you guys have lost so much in the last few months, the people I've been reading for, the spirit's trying to come in and replace those things. You know, but you're holding on to something that's over. Okay? Energies that can help. Hanging Man. You're going to need to change your point of view. It's time for a new perspective, right? After the ending, it's time for you to get into alignment with yourself and to look forward, right? Go with the flow. Stop creating resistance. Because the thing about it is, you've manifested all these changes. As much as you hate change and as much as I'm seeing people feeling very stuck and like wanting to go back to the past, if the past was for you, the changes would not have happened. You manifested these things into your life because you weren't happy where you were. And then you held on to them. So Spirit took it away and it's trying to give you something else, but you're just holding on. But you're the reason this is happening. You know, you created your life. That Magician is coming out because you've manifested all these new things. But then you're not willing to go with the flow. You know, for you guys, it's the ones I'm reading for, it's safer to run back to what you know because you won't feel like you deserve whatever Spirit's trying to give to you. You guys need to come into alignment with your higher self. Maybe start doing some meditating. Maybe take some time out from the world, you know, because with this Hermit in the reverse, that might be what you really need, is just some time to reflect, you know, on why things are going the way they're going. Time to do something new, right? It's like you're so afraid of failure that you're sabotaging, you know, anything that you could have. But seize this opportunity. If you have this 10 of Pentacles in your life, you know, it's like maybe with this 6 of Wands, this Fool in the reverse, you didn't fight for your Empress, right? That's what I'm seeing here. So now you're kind of in this whole hum space of being like, well, I've been so foolish and this person will never take me back because they see who I am, right? All these cards talk about you wanting to move forward, you wanting to be committal, you wanting to release yourself from all this dark night of the soul energy that's so crappy and this broken heart and terrible endings, right? This is talking about seizing the opportunity. This Knight of Wands, or Knight of Swords, excuse me, runs to what he wants, right? It's time to do something new, and it's time to do it from a new point of view, a new perspective. Take a look at what you're holding on to and ask yourself why, right? Why are you juggling things that are no longer in alignment with you? You know? You're creating resistance to what you want. Because you're juggling, people are shutting you out. People are tired of waiting. Because it just seems like you keep creating delays to moving forward. What you don't know or you should consider, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Are you wasting your time by looking back here, right? If somebody or something is showing you what it is, believe it. You know, maybe you're waiting around hoping that the fruits of your labor will finally manifest, whatever this was in the past. Sometimes you can't get what you deserve from the person you're dealing with, and that's why Spirit takes them out of your life. You know, sometimes that person goes away so they can be replaced with somebody who is in alignment with what you've been giving, right? It's like you keep trying to make the past give you what you feel like you deserve, when in reality, the future is trying to bring in something new that's better than what you've had, okay? You need to consider where you're putting your time, your energy, your effort, your attention, okay? 7s talk about really starting to look into what's available for you in life, whether it's, you know, financially, emotionally, even like learning new things, right? You need to expand your consciousness about what you deserve. You know, if you are feeling like you don't deserve good things, it's time for you to get into alignment with yourself. Okay? Why are you blocking your blessings, right? It's time for you to start dreaming about what you really want and believing that you can get it. But then when you start to see it and it's handed to you, you can't walk away because it didn't work with someone else in the past, right? Energies that can hurt are the Emperor. Well, that's pretty stubborn, right? Again, he's facing the past and he's refusing to move. To me, this is you looking even at your Empress and being like, come here, right now, right? These are two totally different energies. What will help you? Go with the flow. What hurts you? Trying to control the situation. Okay? This is an opportunity for you to address the conflicts in your life and start becoming more stable. But if you only try to control the situation, try to get people into your box instead of going with the flow, that's going to hurt you. And that's going to hurt you big time because you just had a Tower moment a few months ago, right? That's kind of why Tower moments happen. I'm going to pull you some oracle cards for advice, and then we'll take this over to the extended reading. We're going to take a look at how the person you're dealing with is viewing the situation. And it might be really good for you all to know, because I don't personally think that it's as bad as you think that it is, okay? Come on. I don't think it's as bad as you think that it is, but I think you're really looking at all the things that have happened and you're letting that dictate how you move forward, okay? Decisions. Which we have our little dancing guy with this Two of Pentacles looking like he needs to make a decision, right? So it's time to be decisive. It's time to create your own life the way you see fit. Don't worry about what people expect of you. What do you want for you? What do you want for yourself? Honor your top priorities. If it's not an absolute yes, then it's a no. That's pretty easy, right? If you can't figure it out, let whatever it is that you can't decide be your decision. I don't know if I want that, then that means I don't, right? Because if I wanted it, I go after it. Okay? Making no decision is a decision. If you don't want something enough to go for it, then you don't want it at all, right? Time. Schedule a sacred date with yourself. You deserve time for your life. And that's exactly what I was saying to you guys. You might need some time, you know, to figure out your own gears, what's making you tick. Have that talk with your inner child and figure out where does your happiness lie, okay? Because you've created your reality, and when that didn't work, you manifested something new. You have the power to change your entire universe, but you have to figure out what you want, and in doing that, you'll be able to have the life you desire. You just have to get into a space, you know, of understanding. Sometimes things take time. You know, if you're dealing with someone and you've had issues with them, give it time. You know, but don't let time stop and then you just sit. Like, things are moving and you have to be moving too, right? And you think you need to get into alignment with yourself, and then it will be easier for you to decide what kind of life you want moving forward, okay? All right, we are going to take a look at the energies that came through for you in the extended reading. You have your Queen of Cups in the reverse. You have your Queen of Swords that came out. To me, Queen of Pentacles is the commitment with either one of these people. So we'll take a look at both of those in the extended reading, okay? Because it looks like you're not committing to either, hence the juggling, right? So if you'd like to join me in the extended reading, feel free to click on the link down below. In the meantime, though, take care of yourself, and I will speak to you all soon. Goodbye.